Okay, so before we start, let me show you the end result. So we have one metro running, and we have three application which are the same. So let's open up the dev application first. So as you can see with the dev application, it says dev, and we have a dev URL for same for staging. It will say I'm staging. It will point to staging environment, and same will do the for the production. So let's do the Android setup first. So as you can see, I have created the brand new React Native project. So it's not any boilerplate project. It's a simple React Native application, and we have a simple UI. Let me uninstall the old application. Okay. So for the Android setup, it's a fairly easy. What we have to do is go inside the Android folder. Inside Android, go to the app folder, and inside we have build.gradle. It's an app level build.gradle. So scroll down a bit until you find uh, build types. So as you can see, we have build types. So make sure after the build types objects end, our flavor code will take place over here. Just after the build types end. It may be a little confusing if you never did the Android app development before, but nothing to be worried. Let me add a comment over here, and we'll just copy paste the snippet from my previous project. So let me explain you what it does. As you can see, this is the snippet. So it starts with the flavored dimensions. We'll say default, and below that we'll create a flavor product flavors object. Inside we will have a dev staging and production. You can create as many flavor as you want. So inside the dev object we have a res value, which stands for resource value. Second parameter is a type. So resource value is type of string, and the key for that is app name, and we have given that as a dev. So what it does, it creates, if not if existing, it will replace the value with our value. So for the dev in dev flavor, app name string will replace with the dev. Same will do for base URL. As you can see, resource value string, key is base URL, and the value is https request.dev. And for the third res value, we have a type of string, and the key will be build env, which will let us know which environment it is, like is it dev or staging or production. And with the application id prefix, it's the most important one. With this only we will able to install multiple application. So in the prefix we are saying .dev. So what it does, it appends the existing package name. For example, we have a com.example dot your product name. Let's take example of com.facebook.facebook. Then if you add .dev, it will be .dev. So and in the end it will say com.facebook.dev. For staging, as you can see, we are saying id will be application id prefix will be dot staging. So it will append the existing package. Same for the production dot prod. And again you can add as many res value as you want, like it can be some other key like payment gateway key or any other API key which you want to be environment specific. Okay, so in the code we are done with the flavors for Android. So after we complete the changes, uh, let's go to main res values, and inside that we have a string.xml. All we have to do is just comment that, because we will create this string value in a by help of flavors. So just to review once again, And after we are done with changes, the normal React Native run Android command will not work, because we have to specify the flavor name also which we want to run. So for that we'll have to run a specific command. So it goes like React Native space run Android, and after that we'll specify with a vari variant equals to dev debug, debug with a D uppercase, debug space app id is dev. Again we have to put yarn in the beginning. So, yarn, and again I did some typo with the application id prefix, so let me just copy paste it. So as you can see, it's a little cumbersome to type this big huge command over again and again, but again I'll show you the easy way later on. Let me just fix the typo, and we are running the application now. So let's wait for some time. Okay, it's almost done. As you can see, it's all launched our application. So let's double check if this is a new application or it just replaced our old one. So as you can see, we have a dev as a brand new application in the top awesome project. So we have a dev and it's working absolutely fine, no crashes. So that's a win. And again, what about the other environment like staging and production? For that, all we had to do is change the id to prod and make it dev, replace dev with the prod debug, and we'll run the command again, and it should install the new application which says prod. Again I am saying new application, but it's not new application, it's just a flavor of those application. Let's wait for a few minutes, and here we go, we have our application installed. Let's check once again. And yes, we have prod and dev, both are installed in the same device. And again we're running this command over and over again, it's a little difficult to remember. So let's create a script for that. So inside your package.json, in a script object, create a one new script. For that I'll say android colon dev, and just paste your script which we were running. Until only React Native. Copy. So it is a command which we will use for run dev build. Let's paste those again and just replace the IDs with the prod. Okay, so let's just replace the keys with the prod debug. For staging, let's make it staging debug, and prefix will be staging, and there we go. Now let's run the staging environment with our script. So what I'll do yarn android colon staging, and again it will install the staging flavor in our emulator. Let's wait for build to complete. And here we go, it's installed the staging flavor. Let's double check. Yes, we have staging, we have prod, and we have dev, and every application is running on the same metro, so it will be very easy to debug any environment specific issues. Okay, so that's done for the flavor. So only creating flavor will not work. We'll have to let our JavaScript code know which environment is this application is running on. So for that, in the next video we'll do a little device specific code, not device specific code, Android specific code, by creating a React Native bridge. So see you in the next part where we will do little bit of Android coding.